What's up, guys? Welcome to Free For All, your source for all things geek. I am your host, Evan Swafford. With me, as always, Josh Barnett.
What is up?
Not a lot, Josh.
All right, then.
Trey Elliott. Yo. Chuck's with the dudes.
Banging them out.
As he's wont to do.
Secret Play number 2. Starring a lot of dudes, probably.
I would imagine exclusively naked dudes.
What is Secret Play number 2? For real. I don't even know.
I don't
They're
know.
doing Big Fish right now.
Oh, it's
right?
Big Fish. Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. He's got the Danny DeVito role, which is hilarious.
Big fish.
Big
shorthand for
dick.
dicks.
Lots of dicks.
Gotcha.
That's it. That sounds right.
Yeah, that's fair.
It checks out.
How,
Trust me.
how have y'all's weeks been?
Pretty good.
All right.
Father's Day was
Yeah,
celebrated
Father's
this past
Day.
week.
It's true. Did you have a good one?
I did. I had a very delicious ribeye from
Oh,
one
yeah,
of Main Street Meats.
God, I love Main Street Meats.
Man, it was so good. I will say, a little disappointed in my homegrown cocktail. The Coke and peanuts.
I told you it was only okay.
Yeah,
and
I know,
peanuts?
but I still...
That's like a southern delicacy, but this one has alcohol in it.
Yeah, like my dad was like, "Oh, like I haven't seen
Sweet and salty. It's like
a
the ultimate
glass
sweet and
bottle
salty.
Coke with peanuts in it since I was a kid."
Yeah, it's an old
But
trick.
this
Not
one
a
had
lot of
cheddar
people even
whiskey.
do it anymore, but yeah, that's a thing that's happened for a long time. It's
God,
actually not bad, but
Sounds like something I would not want.
It wasn't bad. It just wasn't very.
I had 3 drinks when I was there, and that was my least favorite of the 3, but it was the coolest of the 3.
Yeah, it definitely was cool. It's a very interesting like idea for a drink.
That meat, though,
Yeah, it's real fucking good.
they have a good steak.
Yeah, I will say I had the ribeye and I really liked it. But my dad's fillet I think was a little better.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I had both, too, but I preferred the ribeye.
But I mean, it
One more
was
flavor.
1A, 1B, and then Brittany got the New York strip, which I was not super impressed with.
I haven't had that.
I want
Um,
steak now.
Don't
Where's
we
this
all?
place at?
So say we all. Main Street Meats? It's over by the escape room downtown.
Yeah.
Which of the
Like,
Bluegrass
okay, I was
Grill,
going to say, wait, there's the original one that we went to.
Okay.
Escape
Slicks.
Experience?
It's just
Yeah, Slicks.
Okay.
Burn House
Okay.
is right
Slicks.
over there.
everybody listen to this in
It's
the
delightful.
Philippines
It's
knows
not
exactly
cheap.
what we're talking about.
Be forewarned, it is not cheap.
I mean, I
It is not at
I don't
all.
go to a
It is
steakhouse
delightful.
like that and expect to not spend money.
Right.
I need an
Man.
event to go. Can we like do something where I'm invited this time?
Uh,
Get a
Candace.
kid.
oh, Boone's birthday. Yeah, get a kid.
No.
We
Then
can
you
all
could've
go.
gone to Main Street Meats.
We can have a guys' night out for my birthday early,
I would do that.
Sure.
and then just go to Main Street. That'd be good.
Yeah, just tell me when.
I know.
I'll
Can't
order
wait till
them
Axel's birthday because Jayla's gonna be like ready to pop at that point.
Yeah.
She won't even notice it.
My Father's Day was good. I had everyone over to my house because I said I didn't want to go anywhere this year.
Yeah, you smoke
So,
some meats.
I worked my ass off. I'm still sore from how much work I had to do around the house. And
were
it
worried
was
about that.
so hot. I worked 7 hours outside on Saturday, and it was like 94. I ended up losing 12 pounds in 2 days.
Yeah, but then you ate one thing and it came back.
Most of it has come back. Actually, I kept 5 off.
Losing water weight
yeah.
is the worst for that reason.
Oh yeah.
You're just like, God, I'm doing so great. I'm going to eat one chip. Fuck.
No, it's good. Yeah, I smoked way too much meat. I bought 4
Yeah,
pork.
you did.
Brought four pork tenderloins, which I thought was a little too much, but enough. Like I wanted to make sure I had too much and not
Sure.
too little. Turns out, didn't read the package. There was 2 in each one of them, so I had 8 pork tenderloins. So everyone got a gift bag full of meat on the way.
God,
Man.
why wasn't I invited to that too then?
Get a kid, dude. I've already covered this.
It was really good though.
No.
I had
Well, you can't participate in Father's Day stuff.
it's true. I had 4 different seasons of meat. It was really good.
Nice.
Summer, winter.
Right. Yeah, it's like the Forza Horizon of meat.
Oh my God. Meets a
I've
horizon.
never been more in.
Yeah, I had to make one without sodium for my father, or as much without sodium as possible for my father-in-law because of his heart
Right.
issue. So we had one of those, and I had a sweet and smoky with a mustard base. You would still like the mustard base because you can't taste the mustard; it cooks into it.
That's fine.
I had like a straight barbecue rub with a mustard base, and then I had a hot honey barbecue rub on top of a maple syrup glaze,
Okay,
and I smoked them all.
sounds pretty awesome.
Had apple wood smoking, mixed in some water with some apple cider vinegar and some oranges and orange peels mixed in the water to get the smoke going. It was nice.
Man, yeah, you went all out.
I enjoy a good smoke.
I've been like really
too.
into cooking.
Yeah, I was going to say insert Chuck joke now.
Yeah.
Like I've been like really into cooking. I made some like homemade spaghetti sauce this past week, and it's just been all I've eating for like lunch and dinner. It's just so much fun for me. Like it's weird, but I've become like addicted to doing it.
If someone could just clean up for me, I would cook a lot
The cleanup
more.
isn't
True
even
story.
that bad either. It's just for
I
me, it's like
fucking hate
thinking of
cleaning
like
up.
newer things or like something different to cook.
See, that's why I like grilling and smoking. I like experimenting on that front of it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of that stuff I just kind of threw together. I'd never really tried before, so it was good. But you mentioned Boone. Happy birthday, friend of the podcast, Boone. He had his 30th birthday. Me and Trey
He's
drove out to
officially
a random house that was in the middle of nowhere.
I'm fairly certain we were in Idaho.
You ended up being able to go. I know you were worried.
Yeah,
about that.
we went for what? We went for like an hour.
Maybe.
And then we spent an hour driving back. It took
It's time well spent
so long.
on Saturday.
Was it Saturday? Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Saturday night.
It couldn't have been Father's
So
Day.
I came and picked Trey up, and I was like, let's get Boone just a little gift because we're going out there. And I had to stop getting my dad some liquor for Father's Day.
As one does.
So we were like, oh, we'll get Boone something. And we were going to give him Ballantines.
Of course. As one does.
But not everyone has Ballantines. So Ronnie's at the Shallowford Road exit in Chattanooga does not have Ballantines, it turns out. So we're like,
They're not a high class enough establishment.
we'll just split him some Woodford. That's fine. So we went in together, bought him some Woodford. And it was one of his favorites.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
nice. I mean, for
It's a good bottle.
a bourbon.
So we go to check out. Side note: no one there is named Ronnie. They are all of the Indian descent.
That's the one by the like mattress store and the
Yes.
Subway, right? Yeah.
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 Well,
That's
although pretty sure the mattress store and Subway combo is just many places in Chattanooga.
I mean, that's fair, but you're talking about like right at Shallowford.
yeah,
and
right there at the
75.
exit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one
By
where
Fuji and all that.
the gentleman behind the counter, like when I first moved here, still was like hanging out with my old boss before he disappeared off the
Yeah,
face
tell
of the
me
earth.
about this guy.
Like he spent like 30 minutes behind the counter asking our boss workout tips. Like,
Is he?
wouldn't let us go. He was like
is he-
really broad, but
Okay, not the same
cut,
guy.
but like short and kind of fat.
Maybe he just lost weight. Was he an Indian guy?
Yeah, definitely.
Was he
Indian.
super awkward?
Yeah, he
Okay.
wouldn't stop talking.
We met this man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's the same guy.
Dude.
Old Ronnie has not left that store.
I am
Let me tell you about this experience. So we walk up, and I say, I mean, we're having a good time. Me and Trey had some laughs. Trey had some stuff to help him along, and we were having fun.
Smoked meats.
Yeah.
we're talking about.
And
That's
we
Trey's personal stash.
we had a we had a lot of laughs. So we go up. We've been laughing over there at Ballantines and stuff like that. We think we're funny. We walk up. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Gives me the
Same guy.
like slight look,
No-
and I'm no
no words.
response whatsoever. I'm like, all right. So then I give him the stuff. He doesn't like say the price. He just looks over where the price would be, and I'm like, okay, so that's the amount.
Mhm.
And I hand him my card, and he does this. And I
He
was
just
like,
doesn't break eye contact.
no,
with you?
doesn't break eye contact, doesn't say a fucking word. And I'm like, clearly, okay, he doesn't speak English. He can understand it well enough, but he doesn't speak English. Because I have several Hispanic guys for me that kind of
Right.
the same way, just not in this level of creepiness. I was like, oh, so he wants my ID. I'm good at
Yeah,
charades.
he was giving
evidently.
you the C.
Yeah, so I hand him my ID. He proceeds to look at it, and back and forth between that and my debit card that I'd handed him, like probably like at least 30 seconds,
At least.
maybe a minute.
more. It was like long enough that I was like texting Chuck on my phone to make sure we weren't going to like end up being there right when Boone was there.
Yeah.
And like it made me stop because I was like, what is this guy doing?
I was like, does he think I'm underage? And I was like, I mean, because I'm old now. I'm like, I don't look under 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get carded very often.
Yeah, I'm fine being carded, but I don't need you to check it that long. But I was like, okay, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm
Right.
nothing to hide here. And finally hands it back to me. He goes, "Thank you for your patience. I appreciate that." and like he speaks perfect fucking
Like he was
English.
testing you.
Yeah, he was testing me, and I was like,
You passed. You may have.
I was like,
the
nope.
Woodford.
and I was like, no problem, bro. And I was just, he was like, not everyone's that patient. And I was like,
I'm fairly certain had you been impatient, what he was doing was studying your driver's license.
yeah, he does have my
memorizing
address
your
now, and I'm
address.
fucking terrified of
Yeah.
it.
If you slip up at all, he's coming for you.
You're gonna be a
I said something
Meat
else,
suits.
and it was still super fucking awkward. And I was like, okay. And then he goes to Trey,
He looks right at me.
what do you think about Sundays?
And I just went, like the day?
Trey looks at me and I go, and you were like, you said, yeah, the day, and he was like, no, Sundays, and you were like, oh. And he was like, liquor on Sundays, and we were like, oh, yeah, it's cool, man, and he was like, yeah, and then he goes, yeah, people drive 30 minutes here
For a bottle.
yeah, for a bottle, and then we were like, okay.
What people from where? What bottle?
What bottle was never established? Who? Why?
Do you think he was studying your license long enough to
I
use
think
his
he has
internal
looked
database
in my window at night.
Well, no, I'm saying he was using his internal database to like map quest to your house and figure out you were the person who drove 30 minutes to get that bottle.
He can't be. I'm only
He was
20 minutes
fucking
from
with
there.
you, man. He was fucking with you. He was following the laws of the road.
But it was Saturday.
Well, he was just planning for tomorrow. He was trying to
It was top 5.
subliminal message you into coming back for another
It was
bottle.
top 5 most weird encounter I've ever had in my life.
I'm
He's a weird
squarely in
dude,
that
man.
same camp.
He was weird.
when
7
we
years
left,
ago when he was
you were
weird
brought
now.
up. I said Josh's head would have exploded if he had been there for that. It was so weird.
It was really awkward.
He's a weird fucking dude.
Trey was like freaked out.
He's watching right now.
We walked out of the thing, and Evan just goes, "Just get in the fucking car."
And you were like, so Trey wasn't sure because of the smoked meat. He was like, was that as awkward as I think it was?
To which I confirmed it was. in
Yeah, I
fact
was like, every
that
bit is
awkward.
fucking awkward. Oh,
Oh
man.
man.
So, yeah, that led to Boone's birthday, which was good. It was at a house of which I asked 3 different people of whose house it was, and no one knew.
It's not bad for Boom. By
It
the
was
way.
not bad at all. It was really hot, and we played cornhole.
And sweated.
That is a Boone ass day.
Yeah, and I ate hot dogs.
I mean, that sounds like a fun
We ate
time.
cake and then we left. And they watched. They had a projector screen outside with a fire, with it 90 degrees, to watch Back to the Future,
You know, it's
which
fun.
sounds cool. But
yeah.
I had family stuff to get
I
back
wouldn't
to.
want to be bugged, like sitting around the flies and everything else with the fire and everything going and that heat. I don't feel like it would be a lot of fun.
It was certainly hot.
Yeah, I feel like you'd
It
get
was quite
sticky
warm.
and like sweaty and shit. You mentioned cake. You know what I finally got to try because work had them. That place, Nothing Bunt Cakes.
Yeah, I pass it all the time.
It's delicious.
Is it just literally just bunt cakes?
Yep, they had
if
little
it was
mini.
anything else, I'd be pissed.
Oh yeah, no, they had like little mini
How
bunt
do you
cupcakes.
survive?
It was so good.
That can't be a great business plan.
No,
No.
they're not.
But it is a clever title.
Man, it was like
And-
I had like this confetti cake thing with like almost like a cheesecake type frosting on it. It was fucking
It
delicious.
sounds good.
It was like a little bunt cake cupcake. It was like a reverse cupcake.
I feel like they
But they also have like the bigger one.
only survive off of rich people who go to Ruth's Chris.
Oh yeah, and they're like, you know what? I could use a bunt cake in
Yeah.
my house.
Just
They're
for fun.
nice, but yeah,
also Ruth's Chris overrated.
very overrated.
I've never been.
It's
They
incredibly
catered our
overrated.
Christmas party, but other than that, I've never.
But you
had
don't
it.
get like the
Wouldn't you-
top-notch Ruth Chris food for
you would have
catering.
paid. You would have paid
Because-
double your meal from Father's Day,
Bradley
probably.
County Schools
Oh,
goes
I
there
doubt
too. and
that.
It's no,
No, Ruth Chris is expensive as fuck.
it is, but it's not that much
I'm-
more than me.
I know
I
what my
feel like
bill
the one
was
time I
on
went-
Sunday for 4 people.
Okay, I'm talking about like item for item, one person. I feel like it would have been pretty close.
The good, I mean,
Maybe.
it's at least it's close, but the Main
Yeah.
Street Meats is like for their top-notch steaks is about $50. Ruth Chris is going to run probably 60 to 70 for their
I feel like
top-notch
I've
one.
paid, well, I feel like haven't paid myself like 80 for a steak there.
Yeah, the
Maybe
most
I
expensive
can't remember. It's been a
one
while since I've been.
on the dinner menu at Main Street is 70, but they didn't have that at lunch. The nicest one on the lunch menu was the filet.
I know
Yeah,
you were worried about like reservations and stuff. Was it not crowded?
Oh no, and I had called them.
he made
yeah.
a good point. They said we don't do brunch on Sundays, and which is what everybody goes to. So
Yeah, so
Speaking
that
of
was
which-
easy. We walked right in.
Why the fuck is the B in IHOB not brunch? Why didn't they pivot?
because burgers.
No, fuck burgers. If you like, first of
fuck
all,
you, IHOP.
yeah, for real,
Seriously,
stay IHOP.
I've defended you for so long.
but if you're
And
gonna
you
make a
stab
change,
me in the back, you twats.
imagine 24/7 brunch.
I mean,
I
that's what 24/7 breakfast is, man.
Yeah, but like better.
That's what
Brunch
they
is better.
I
No,
mean,
it's not. It's
that
just
just-
breakfast a little later
all
in the
that would
day.
have done is require them getting their liquor license and start serving mimosas and Bloody Marys. That's really the only difference.
And what would make the IHOP experience better? Liquor
Well, yeah. What would make most experiences better? Liquor.
and smoked meats.
And well, yeah. Yeah.
I'm talking about
Especially when
like
it comes to
legit
food.
smoked meats.
Oh yeah,
though.
like if I could just have like
I mean, either way.
some smoked meats wherever I went, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, just a pocket full of smoked meats.
Like I could just see like Evan trailing behind me with the smoker. Just at any point, I look back and he's like,
I just
opens
need,
up.
I'm gonna just start trying to smoke random things that you wouldn't think about.
That's what Trey does.
It's weird. It's like, will it dip? Those are good times.
Man, indeed.
Uh,
Good banter.
yeah. Hey, who died? The natural follow-up to good banter.
Sad ones this time.
Anthony Bourdain.
That's the one.
Oh, yeah. That has been since our last show.
Another
Sadly committed suicide.
committed. Yeah, that's I was not like the biggest fan of his anyway. I didn't follow. Like I watched a couple of his shows and I was like, this is entertaining.
I wasn't like a follower, but I appreciated it.
Yeah, I mean, he did cool stuff and he did unique things in like the food and travel like channel
Yeah.
stuff. If I was watching Travel Channel, it was gonna be Man vs. Food until they got that new pedophile looking guy,
Yeah, he's got a new show now, the old man versus food guy.
Adam Richman.
Yeah.
It's like a more of a travel thing.
That
than it
man's
is
heart's
anything
going to
else.
explode.
No, they pumped his stomach after every episode. There's no way he wasn't 500 pounds and they weren't pumping his stomach after every episode.
He has belief.
Something like that.
It was impressive. I wanted to try some of those. There's one of them in Nashville, isn't there? Like the Hubcap Burger.
That sounds familiar.
There's definitely an Atlanta episode.
Yeah,
I've
I know
been to
there's
all
Atlanta.
the places.
Yeah, the Midnight Train was there.
Yeah, what was the challenge?
Sadly,
in that
no
one?
longer with us.
Is the Midnight Train gone?
Oh, yeah. That restaurant is gone.
I did not know that. I know he got in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, no. There was a bunch of missing cash, and they failed several health code
That's sad.
inspections.
That place
and-
was great.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
Glad we got to go there before it
But
closed down.
it was that Vortex and a place called Pie in the Sky in Marietta.
You
Yeah.
said Vortex was not the one that he did the challenge for, if I remember correctly.
No,
right?
he did.
He did
Pie in the Sky has a pizza,
The
a slice of
huge
pizza that's
fucking-
like that long, and then they make a whole pizza of it. It's
And-
like gigantic. It's
yeah,
ridiculous.
I still say he
Man,
should have
that
done
sounds
like
pretty
the
amazing, though.
It's
quadruple
really good.
one at Vortex.
I think that was before quadruple was a thing. I think back then it was
It
only
was
the
a triple. Yeah.
Triple's still fucking.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
still 3 grilled cheese sandwiches and 3 like pound patties plus.
I put a hell of a
mountain-
dent in it.
Yeah, you did. I want to go back there.
And I didn't throw up.
I did. From half a burger.
I did.
I did. All kinds of chutney.
Well, Anthony Bourdain will be.
He will be. I feel like it's very clear once he passed. It should have been more clear before, I guess. But like he's very well respected. Like I didn't realize he had
Like that many
dinner with the
people.
president
Yeah.
and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I
so-
didn't either. Yeah, he was clearly more influential than I thought.
Yeah.
Which is
but
cool, yeah. I mean,
definitely a
like
bummer.
it's weird if you think about like the food channel and travel channel guys. Like, there's like a level of stardom that you don't really expect from that kind of stuff. Like most people know Man vs. Food. People love Alton
Bobby
Brown.
Flay is like an it guy in Hollywood. Like everybody
Yeah.
knows Bobby Flay.
Alton Brown's like your favorite human being. I feel. Like.
He's definitely like top 10 human beings.
I knew
I
that.
love that man.
I also like Alton Brown, but
Oh, I
not
do
to that
too,
level.
but-
Good
yeah.
Eats is coming back soon, and I'm excited.
It is coming
That
back.
show is fucking awesome.
The weird double dragon actor who hosted Iron Chef America and Iron Chef in general, who would like smell the apple or stare at the onion, whatever he used to
I like
do.
that guy.
That guy was like weird, creepy in a way.
I like that guy. I watch a lot of Food Network shows just because it's one thing me and Jelly can watch together.
I love
It's
cooking shows,
always
man.
entertaining, and yeah, it makes me want to cook.
Yeah, it really
It
does.
makes me want to eat, but
Either
either way.
I miss anybody else that died. I know that rapper guy got shot. That
Did he die?
Triple X whatever.
Oh, did he?
Guy.
Tentacion?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Triple
yeah,
XXX
he's dead.
Tentacion?
Yeah, but I
Did he
didn't bring
die?
that- Yeah, he's a horrible, horrible human being.
Oh, yeah,
So,
no, I was not a
no one
fan. I
deserves
just
to
know
get
his
shot,
name.
but yeah, he got shot outside of a motorcycle store yesterday
Something. It was in Florida, I remember.
and died.
Yesterday. Holy shit, for real.
Yeah, but he died. I mean, yeah, again, I don't not happy he was murdered, but yeah, I'm not really. He's not one I'm going to say will be missed. He
Oh, the good news is 7
beat
hours
a
ago from
pregnant
page
girl.
6, some XXX Tentacion fans don't think he's dead.
Oh god.
That checks out. He's hanging out with Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah, I read an article about all the things he had done, and I was like, "Oh my God, you were a terrible, terrible person."
Yeah, I don't know who he is or anything about him, but
I saw pictures of his pregnant girlfriend that he beat to an absolute pulp, and I was like, "Okay,
yeah.
you were a horrible
kind of
person."
fuck that guy then.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I was like, "So I will
it
not
sucks
say
to
you will
see
be
anybody get shot.
Yeah,
but
again,
I mean, there's a certain level
that
of
doesn't
like,
justify murder.
yeah, there's a certain level of like respect given to, somebody who hosted a Travel Channel show versus,
That
somebody
beat the shit out of a
who
pregnant
beat
woman.
Yeah.
I mean, not to speak ill of the dead.
And then he almost, while he was in jail for that, he almost beat his cellmate to death because he was gay, and he said he was, quote, staring at him the wrong way.
All that tracks.
So,
Awesome.
yeah,
All right, let's
So,
not give this guy any more airtime.
that was my point. Trailers. Josh, you get to watch trailers?
I did.
Good. I tried to get them to you as soon as possible.
We almost got Creed 2.
We did. It's
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Because Stallone, like, early in the day yesterday, tweeted it was going to be today.
I know. I was watching for it. Then I got like
The update.
everybody got the update of tomorrow. I was
You
like,
see the
oh,
poster, though?
yeah, it's pretty standard.
The new one or
Yeah.
the one that's been around for a little bit?
No, the new one.
No,
It's
I'm
just
not.
him standing in front of the giant Roman numeral 2, but shirtless for you.
Well, I mean,
And jacked.
that's how I always envision him anyway. So
I'm gonna need.
Michael B. Jordan don't come with shirts.
I need a palate
Why would
cleanser
he?
on him after Fahrenheit 451.
yeah, eventually I'm
Watch
gonna
Creed.
watch that.
That movie sucked. All right,
Actually,
movies.
I would like to go back and like re-marathon Rocky. Actually,
I've done it a couple times. It's awesome.
skip 5.
No,
Still
you gotta
haven't
watch
seen
5.
most of
Tommy
them.
Gunn, yo. Trailers. A Star Is Born. The Bradley Cooper directorial debut.
Yeah.
The remake, right?
Yes, it is a remake.
Who did this before? Barbara Streisand.
Yeah,
Yep.
and the guys whose name I can't remember. This looks awesome, I think.
I think it looks really good. Gaga seems to be a pretty decent actress. She's already
She's getting
on
some
her
Oscar
way
buzz.
to that EGOT.
Yeah.
Like,
She's getting some Oscar buzz already. This is a great role for her to come out in. But, I mean, her, when she's not, obviously her singing part she's going to destroy.
just her
Does
as
she
an
just
actress.
need the Oscar for the EGOT? She's got an Emmy,
gotta
right?
Have, she's
she's
definitely got
a
an
Grammy.
Emmy and a Grammy. I don't think she's got.
A Tony? That's an easy get for her, though.
Yeah,
Go do any Broadway.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up right.
She's pretty awesome.
But
at
I
singing.
know she's got
Like,
the,
she's an incredible, like, even if you don't like her
eulogy.
songs, like her pop songs, she's an incredible singer.
well,
which
and
will
she's
bode
just
well for this.
like an incredible artist, like very good at like clearly for a good time there was able to tap into what like mainstream pop music wanted from her and delivered on it pretty heavily. So
Right.
just a smart person, I feel like in general. But anyway, yeah, this movie looks really fucking good.
Yeah. I feel like her and Gambino are like Donald Glover are the two that'll probably get an EGOT soonest. I feel
Yeah.
like if he wants
could
to
see
do
that.
something on Broadway, he's gonna get a Tony, like flat out.
Yeah, I mean the Oscar would I think be the toughest for him to get.
I think he'll have one
He
within.
is a good
I
actor,
could
but
predict
it's
it within 5 years. Depends
I
on
would be
what he
happy
chooses.
for him.
but-
I really fucking like
He's
Donald
going to have
Glover.
to take a hell of a role, though.
yeah,
yeah,
I don't think she's the most beautiful woman in the world. I think it's a little funny for them to kind of hinge this particular story on Lady Gaga. She's not an ugly woman.
But, I mean, neither was Barbara Streisand.
Closer. But yes, I know what you're saying. Not the like classic beauty, but I mean it does look good.
But that's the point. It's supposed to be someone that not everyone finds attractive. It's supposed to be about the talent.
yeah, I know,
Yeah.
and I get that, but like that's what I'm saying is like it. They make it seem in the trailer like she's hideous, or she thinks.
I think
she's
it's just
hideous.
more
okay.
that-
You're saying she's not
She's
unattractive
not, she's
enough.
not unattractive. Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
I think she's a fairly
I
attractive
thought you were
woman
saying
on
she's
her
not a
own.
knockout, which I don't think she's a knockout, but I think she's clearly an attractive woman.
Yeah, but the trailer makes it seem like
Okay.
they really want you to believe that she thinks she is just
Okay.
ugly.
See, I took it
Now
more
I
as
understand
like
your Barbara Streisand comment more.
you need to be like you clearly need to be like a motherfucking 10 to make it in show business. At least that's how a lot of people feel.
And I get that.
I
I
And
mean,
mean,
it
kind of
helps.
how it is.
the moral of this
Look at
story
Riverdale.
is basically like I don't know if have you seen the original?
I have not.
We watched half of the trailer for it
We
accidentally on
did.
YouTube today.
Nice.
But other than that,
Yeah, apparently the moral of that story, because I've heard a couple people talk about this trailer since, is basically just be cautious when falling in love with people more talented than you.
Yeah.
Like
It's also seemed kind of the show Nashville-ish.
it had some Nashville
you can
tones.
see that Hayden Panettiere closer to a 10.
She's a little boxy, but she's
Is she-
hot.
Really?
Yeah.
I never felt that.
Sometimes she makes me go,
I'd save the world is all I'm saying.
save the cheerleader.
Nissan Versa. Beep beep.
Oh God, I love that show.
Season 1 was great.
All
Season
of them.
4 or 5 was great.
Okay, all of them are not great, but all of them are at least watchable.
They can't all be watched. That
Yeah,
checks
that's
out.
true. The Girl in the Spider's Web.
I never saw the any of.
Okay, I'm running into evidently what the problem was. That book at the time the first movie came out was like the hottest thing
Yeah.
in the world. And I've read the book, and like I'm not one of the guys that always says the book's better. But I do when it's like a clear step up, and the book was much better than the movie.
Is it the Millennium?
The Millennium Trilogy,
Okay.
yes. I own the trilogy. I've read the first 3 books. It was written by Stieg Larsson.
Yes.
He sadly passed away before the books came out. He had written several books
Actually, did not know
because
that.
it was planned for a series of 10, and they came out and they all
Set
came
your
out.
goals low.
Yeah, they came out posthumously. They were such a success that the whatever publishing company he was with actually hired someone to
Continue.
finish it. This is the first book that was written by the guy that's not Stieg Larsson.
Yeah, so they skipped.
Girl who caught fire or catches fire or something like played with fire, and
Girl
then
played fire and
the
girl
girl
kicked
kicked
the
the hornet's
hornet's
nest. Yeah, 'cause they actually-
Ridiculous names, but
they are, and they all got made in Sweden, which is where Stieg Larsson was from. These were written.
yeah.
And the books are wonderful. The first one was a huge deal when it came out. Like Daniel Craig got that role, and it was considered like everybody went for that role. It was a big deal. And then the
Rooney
movie,
Mara, right?
yeah, Rooney Mara was the original Elizabeth Salamander, and it wasn't a big deal. This time it's Claire Foy taking over that role.
Who's getting every acting role.
Yeah, she is, and she looks really good in it. It does not even look like Claire Foy.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Actually, I think this looks cool.
It does look good. It's actually moved on past the role of Michael Blomkvist, who was like there were
The
2 lead
Daniel
characters,
Craig.
and he was the Daniel Craig character. And I think it's just about Elizabeth now.
Yeah, Elizabeth is clearly the star of that show. I mean, she is the girl in the story.
Yes.
And
And she,
it's a cool like
if you-
revenge story. It looks
if
like.
you
or
fuck around with women,
She'll
she's
get you.
coming. Don't live in Sweden. And fuck
She'll-
around with women.
Yeah, no
she'll hang
kidding.
your ass upside down and force you to give all your money to your wife who
Yeah, you
you've been
will.
beaten.
I don't know. It looks cool. That one scene where it shows someone in like a latex suit and all the air's getting vacuumed out. I was like, oh shit.
This seems so.
That movie's brutal, like the first one. So I expect this one to go down that same road.
And I know that you hated them in this movie, but she has a look in this movie that is incredibly similar to the girl from De Antwoord, from Chappie.
Oh god.
She does, totally.
She looks
does
very much
a
like
lot,
her.
But God, I hate.
I know. I hated Chappie. I actually don't hate that weird ass music.
I know you weirdo.
It's because it's
Brady
very
also
similar to
loves
mindless
it.
self-indulgence. If you like MSI, you can enjoy a lot of De Antwoord.
I don't know most of what you just said, but we're gonna move on. Serenity.
Now,
Serenity.
Fuck that, man. You made me. You sent me down a YouTube wormhole of just watching clips from Serenity, and I can't wait to rewatch that movie.
I'm
But
with you. This
this-
movie looks good.
this trailer looks pretty good.
Matthew McConaughey looks like he's a hitman coming back. Anne Hathaway, someone he used to know, her character probably used to know Anne Hathaway too. Hires him to come kill her husband, Jason Clarke, who seemingly is beating her, and then a whole world of crazy shit is going on in that town.
Watching that trailer, how shitty does Jason Clarke have to feel about himself when it's like Academy Award winner Matthew McConaughey, Academy Award nominee Anne Hathaway, Academy Award nominee I can't remember who the third
Jaimin
one was.
Hunsu.
Yeah, Jaimin Hunsu and Jason Clarke. Normal guy,
One
Jason
day-
Clarke.
One day, big guy, Jason Clarke.
Is it weird for me to say it kind of feels like McConaughey is, and this is, I guess, stupid, but almost struggling since the Oscar win?
Since
Yes.
the reconnaissance.
If you think about, like, yeah, it was True Detective, Mud.
The fucking Emmys took the wind out of his sails.
It's true, and he should have fucking won.
God, he got ripped off.
It was ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, between True Detective, Mud, and then Dallas Buyers Club, obviously he was on a high. But, like, with the Lexus commercials everybody made fun of, and then, like, every big, like, Gold looked great and apparently
It was a-
sucked.
It was a Buick or a Chrysler. It's one of those two.
it is a Buick.
It was Buick.
Buick.
My bad, not Lexus.
Sometimes you just gotta feel good.
But like,
Jim
it
Carrey on
feels like-
SNL making fun of that is one of the funniest things.
It
ever.
was, and I can't wait to talk about Jim Carrey here in a second. But like, I don't know. Like, I feel like
I
he
think he's
needs
just
a win.
kind of gone back to doing what he does.
He's doing
though.
McConaughey ass shit.
Yeah, I mean, he's not doing rom coms really anymore, but he's just kind of. I don't think he cares. I think he's just doing stuff he likes, and then sometimes he gets nominated, and he's okay with that.
Yeah.
This
God,
does-
he's a cool motherfucker, though.
It's true.
Yeah.
He does kind of feel. This feels like how to murder a guy in 10 days instead of lose a guy.
Fair.
So This is like, the harder edged version of his
I think
older
he's
stuff.
really only taken on like one big role, or what was planned to be a big role since then, as a star, and it was supposed to be a big thing, and it flopped. Was that Gold?
That's what I'm saying. It looked great, but
It did look good, and it
it
flopped
apparently
hard.
sucked real bad.
But I mean, he hasn't really even tried at anything else big since then. I don't think
he showed up in Wolf of Wall Street, which he was great in, but he was in like 2 scenes.
Yeah, he did that because he wanted to work with Scorsese. I mean, it was just
Who
a
wouldn't?
bit role. Yeah, I mean, it's why.
I feel like he
Tarantino gets all
actually
these
needs
people.
something like that. Like I would love to see him in a Tarantino movie.
Who
but
wouldn't?
like to pair him with a director who's like real quality, who's going to put together a good movie.
Because
no
he
matter
could
the
fucking
cast.
act, man.
I feel like he
You
could
can't
use that.
do what he did in True Grit. True Grit. God damn it, True Detective, and like that just be a fluke. He was
Yeah.
awesome.
He's not struggling as much after Mud as
God, Mud is so
Nick
good.
Cage is after Joe, though. That was like the one shining moment for Nick Cage. They
I
both
mean,
came out like the same year.
Not really.
They
The
were the
one
same
shining moment
movie.
for Nick Cage is called the '90s
You know what I
Yeah.
mean, though? Like to come back.
called
when
Raising
he's an
Arizona.
Academy Award winner.
God, I do love Nick Cage, though. Give me National Treasure 3 right now.
Oh, I'm all fucking on board.
right
with that.
fucking now.
True
and
story.
Con Air 2.
Eh.
Fuck you guys. Con Air is a top 5.
I mean, I love Nick Cage, but
Top
A top
5 Cage
what?
movie.
Oh, okay.
it's not.
I
in
thought
my-
you were gonna say movie of all time, and I was gonna
no, we
fucking
did
come
this
across
geek
this
sheet.
table.
Con Air was
Now-
like top 3.
The Rock is top 5 movie all time.
I'm trying to remember.
Probably
the only
not for
thing
me,
we
but
could
it's top
all
10.
agree
It's
on
top
is
10. It's up there.
Captain Crowley's Mandolin is not up there.
Oh yeah,
You had City of Angels on yours?
you're
or did you?
goddamn right. I did.
You know what? We need to revisit that geek sheet. I love Nick Cage.
City of Angels is wonderful.
It is
and
wonderful.
I still cry. He gave it all up just for one night, man.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
Oh, it's up there.
God, he has got
That
he-
movie just plays
He
on a
just
loop
had a
on TNT.
fucking
Yeah, it does.
run in the 90s. Nick
Yeah,
Cage is
The Rock,
gem.
Face Off.
he is the national treasure. It's just a
That's
biopic.
fair. How to Train
What?
Your
A what?
Dragon,
A biopic.
The
I
Hidden
don't know what that
World.
is.
I'm super in on this. I love these movies. What can I say?
Trey does not like these movies.
No.
I've forgotten that.
Yeah,
I've only ever seen the first one, and it was on TV.
You should definitely check out the second one. I think it's
I think I'm just gonna rewatch the first one and then watch the second one because I remember enjoying the first one. I didn't love it. Like some people are like
a lot
crazy
of
on it,
people,
and you were
like,
very high
It's
on it.
very high up there in terms of my favorite animated.
I do
movies
enjoy
of all time.
Toothless, and I really enjoyed the end of this trailer when he's dancing.
And he's like popping out.
Yeah,
like,
that was very, very funny.
I think that's part of it. Like the
A lot
actually,
of people don't like Jay Baruchel's voice.
and understandable. It's annoying as fuck. But you know what? He was born with it, and what can you do? He was in Sorcerer's Apprentice with Nick Cage.
That movie.
Rob owns it.
that checks out.
Like, is he blind by it?
Nope.
Oh, that makes
And
it
he willingly
sadder.
watched it with me because I had never seen it.
Because I own Bangkok Dangerous because I blind bought it. And then I was like, I made a mistake.
So for me, like, they put so much character into Toothless just in general. He is like a big dumb cat, but in like a really endearing way that I enjoy it. I also like really like the relationship they built up between Hiccup and what's her name? Astrid.
Right.
Like, I actually think that the progression, especially from 1 to 2, most animated movies, like, they just did it with The Incredibles. They don't progress time, right? You get from 1 to 2.
Oh, yeah, it was a direct sequel.
Yeah, like The Simpsons Bart's been in 5th grade for 35 years now. Like,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of shows do that.
and that's
South
fine.
Park.
I like that in How to Train Your Dragon 2, they didn't do that. Like, they progressed further. And you actually see in this trailer, although it's very clear it's not the whole time frame that he is, like, he is a flat-out adult in some parts of this movie. He's got, like, a full-on beard and,
Right.
like, has grown up from, like, the preteen person that was in the first one. And I actually really appreciate the storytelling and the progression of the characters in that way. I think this looks like a delight.
I'm going to check it out. I'm going to catch up before it comes out. I am a little curious as to why the trailer dropped now. That I did not realize the movie was
next-
not coming out till next spring.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
yeah, it's a ways out.
DreamWorks doing things the way I like. Give me that trailer for a year in advance.
But that's when people start to turn against it, when they get tired of it, and then you have to fight all that much more.
Yep, you gotta watch that shit.
I want Aquaman.
We'll talk about that later. Bad Times at the El Royale, the Red Band.
Dude,
Fuck yes.
This movie's stacked.
Oscar Isaacs needs to be in this movie, by the way.
That makes sense.
This is an Oscar
I
Isaac ass
also
movie.
would agree if you had said that for any movie.
I get that, but tell me that he doesn't fit perfectly into this world.
He does.
But it's okay because this looks awesome.
My crush on John Hamm's growing a little bit, so seeing him in this, I'm
he
just
is
like,
straight up
I
back
love you.
to Mad Men. In
Right?
this, it looks like, yeah.
John Hamm, after this weekend, can do no wrong for me. So, like, I think this looks awesome. I really like the way the music was cut in the trailer.
Yeah, so it's like it's just a hotel clearly ran by some type of nefarious organization. It's half in Nevada, Nevada, and Utah. I want to say
California.
California. Okay,
Yeah, it's right on that line.
And there's some hook to it, but John Hamm just walks between the hallways, looking at people, at whoever the management tells him to look at.
Yeah, I still can't tell because
Does this
it's
have
actually
an
it's like
identity feel to you? The old John Cusack film?
I mean, the old John Cusack classic.
Oh
Identity.
no, I fucking love Identity.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh my god, watch Identity.
I don't.
I'm sure I'll get
I
around
guess,
to it.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe my
there's-
favorite John Cusack movie.
That's saying a
Gross
lot.
Point Blank is up there.
I like this more than Gross Point Blank,
Oof,
and that movie's
man.
great.
I don't know. I don't think I remember Identity enough to think like. I mean, there's a million parallels you could.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
take to this. This is from Drew Goddard. First of all,
Yeah.
it has a Cabin in the Woods feel for it because
God, I
there
love Cabin
is a
in the Woods. I
voyeuristic.
fucking love Cabin in the Woods.
It's great. It's a great fucking movie. It's a perfect movie. But like it definitely has that voyeuristic feel to it behind like the nefarious work behind the building that they're in or whatever. I really appreciate the world they've created.
It was cool.
Dakota Johnson seems to be cool outside of the 50 Shades movies.
I don't like her face.
Really, I think she's kind of
I
hot.
also hear she's a bitch.
That's true, but I also heard that what's his name was also a dick. So like they both hate each
Who
other.
Oh yeah, no, I don't give
The
a shit
50
about
Shades
that.
people.
I just hear she's just a bitch in general.
That's fair.
Those movies can just
Oh, yeah,
burn
get
in hell
right
for all I care. Did I tell you I watched the first one?
No.
It is awful.
Oh, I bet.
Like it is truly awful cinema. Like there's nothing. It is there for you like to make girls horny, and that is it.
I mean,
I got suckered into
there are worse things to be.
Yeah,
to
I
exist
guess,
for.
but like, I mean, I'm not gonna watch a movie just to get horny. I've got the internet.
See, I got suckered
Fair.
into watching the first Twilight on my own because a girl said she would go to me with the second one and then got ditched for it. Never again. Mary, I'm sorry. If you want me to watch 50 Shades, it's not fucking happening.
I don't hate
I mean,
Twilight.
I would, but really?
I also don't.
Oh my god! I'm defeated.
Also, if your girlfriend asks you to watch 50 Shades of
I'm
Grey,
going
with her,
to.
you
Fucking
do
watch it.
I will, but still, I gotta pretend like I'm putting my foot down.
There you go.
It always
Wasn't
works
this
best when you
shitty-
say that.
Yeah, right. Wasn't this shitty? Or sorry, I know we're on 50 Shades for some reason. Was it Twilight fan fiction or Harry Potter fan fiction?
Twilight.
Twilight.
Was
it
it
was
Twilight?
Twilight. Yeah,
Okay.
that caused it. That does make it a little worse.
Yeah, the Owl Royale though looks awesome. I the first like 2 times I saw this trailer because I saw it on my phone, I kind of thought the bellhop kid was Tom Holland,
I
which
did
would have
too.
just pushed it right over the top.
Especially for Trey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Spider-Man's in this movie.
if,
Either way, it looks great.
if Michael B. and Oscar Isaac were also in it, this would be my movie of the year before I ever saw it.
God, you'd have to take condoms.
Just everywhere, not
No,
just to the movie.
I would go to that movie theater unprotected.
Like Father, a Netflix joint.
oh
Th-
yeah,
this
All
is
Trey
Kristen-
Trey is really into this movie.
Kristen Bell and Kelsey Grammer.
Yep.
I also think for a Netflix movie, this movie looks delightful.
It does.
Seth
Um,
Rogen also in this,
The
Yeah.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall connection back.
right?
Um,
This movie looks
looks fun.
heartfelt, fun. Like I'm gonna watch it for free. I mean, as free as watching
Yeah,
something on Netflix is. Part of my subscription I would have had anyways. So,
It made me want to go buy another cruise ticket.
oh, cruise is a good time. Just
Man.
especially with Kelsey Grammer.
I mean, I'm
Especially with Kristen Bell.
and Seth
In the
Rogen.
honeymoon suite.
And Seth Rogen.
Fuck
Pretty
him.
much good all around.
That end with him like her awkwardly leaving when her dad's looking for her, and she just had sex with Seth Rogen. He goes for the kiss and whiffs, and he's like, "All right."
How fast would you not be able to control yourself from singing the Frasier theme during the complimentary breakfast every morning with Kelsey Grammer on a cruise?
Oh, there's no way I could resist that.
I would only.
Like,
if
hey,
he-
Kelsey, what are you eating? Some tossed salad and scrambled eggs.
also, why is he eating tossed salad for breakfast?
I mean, salad's good no matter what time of the day, bro.
That's not true.
You never had a 3 a.m. salad?
Nope.
Man, you ain't living.
Or am I?
I feel like I'm living just fine with that 3 a.m. salad.
Unfriended dark web.
I'm in, man.
Yeah, you are.
It's
Why would you not be?
It's more terrifying than the first one, though, because the dark web's a scary-ass place.
So I was alone. What was I seeing? Oh, it's when I saw Upgrade. And so
Yeah,
it's
that's
me
where I saw
and
it,
like
too.
probably like 10 other people in the theater, but I didn't have any friends there. And so it's quiet. The trailer comes on. I didn't even know about this movie somehow. And I
You
know
just
about
went,
most of it.
Yes!
I went, is this Unfriended? Like, I couldn't
It's
control myself.
happening!
I was so happy. I love the first Unfriended so much.
It's a damn gem. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of fun.
It's really smartly made. It's really
Yeah.
well done. And I'm sure this one's probably going to run with it too much. But damn it, I'm still happy
Look,
with it.
I want
I
to
just-
see Stranded or Searching too, though. The John Cho one.
Oh, yeah.
I think that looks cool as shit too. You seen that trailer?
I have not seen that trailer. I will say though, for this Unfriended trailer, my only thing is like the whole time I was like, are these really dark web videos? Because I feel like they could be.
Oh, like
I
are
mean,
they
I'm
using
being-
actual dark web
Yeah,
videos?
and then I'm being like tricked into watching like
Real
fucked
snuff
up
films?
Yeah,
That might be a thing.
I'm just saying.
Stuff films on the dark
And it's
web
like,
are
how do you
absolutely-
fact check
Yeah.
that?
Oh, I
other
know.
than getting
No,
like
I know
dark
that.
web?
used
I'm
it?
talking. Yeah. The dark
you,
web
you
is
don't.
the dark web is a
Correct.
scary place. If you even have Tor downloaded, you are a crazy person.
Yeah,
Ugh, fuck that shit. But Searching, you should check out that trailer. It's
Okay.
John Cho is like a dad searching for his 15-year-old daughter who goes missing, and the whole thing is also filmed like basically like video recording through like Facebook and communicating with the cops, everything on the computer.
okay.
It's very similar on Unfriended. It looks really cool, and he actually looks like he's really good in it too.
I like him.
I love John Cho. Give me Harold and Kumar 4.
Fair.
No.
No, yeah, I want it. I mean,
those went downhill for me after.
They've
Oh
gone-
man, I loved all three. I've watched a Harold and Kumar Christmas like 13 times.
I love all
That sounds
three,
about
but
right.
one is
Oh, one is class.
it keeps stepping down a little bit.
See, for me, it's 1, 3, 2.
Oh, it's 1, 2,
Guantanamo
3.
had its moments. The George Bush thing,
It was
while
hilarious.
funny the first time, not so much the second time. God, I love the third one.
One is one of the funniest movies ever made.
Yes,
though.
it is amazing.
I heard everything you said.
Fur burgers.
I love that movie.
Halloween,
Fuck yes.
right? This trailer's good.
It's what a cool idea too.
Yeah, fuck all the sequels. Only the original exists in this world.
And it turns out she is ready.
Yeah, she is. She's
To
been waiting
murder.
40 years to murder her brother.
This looks like Halloween / Peppermint.
That's fair.
Okay.
I mean, hopefully Jennifer Garner ages a little better than that.
Fair enough.
also fair. They do really good stuff with the imagery. You'll never see Michael Myers without his mask on.
No, when he drops
But-
those fucking teeth.
It's terrifying.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty freaky.
When he's in the damn closet at the end, you're just like, no, don't, stop trying to close it.
Just
Run.
him staying without his mask, obviously with his back turned in the middle of the prison yard, and all the prisoners like start like freaking out when they show the mask. I was like, this is insane.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm all in on that
And
movie.
what kind of prison was that? It was
I-
a weird
a
prison
mental
yard.
one you keep
asylum with
Michael Myers
like
at.
the Mad Hatter's fucking mental asylum.
Yeah.
It's Arkham,
a
basically.
little bit.
And Michael Myers runs Arkham. He runs that bitch. Final movie trailer: First Man, a Damien Chazelle joint.
I'm so in on this movie.
Sans jazz this time around.
There'll be jazz.
I was positive this was a Louis Armstrong movie at first, and then I found out Ryan Gosling was starring. I was
Ryan
like, oh, I hope it's
Gosling
not.
is Louis Armstrong.
Oh,
The
man.
riots will be bad.
Yeah, the internet would explode, literally.
I think this looks great.
It really, really looks great.
If the movie is anywhere nearly as well made as the trailer,
It's
that
God,
trailer
man.
is one of the best cut fucking
We
trailers.
talked about that. We were like, God, the tension it builds up and how much it makes you aware of how fucking dangerous
Oh yeah,
his mission was.
strapping themselves to tin cans was
Just-
rocket fuel.
In that trailer
Yeah,
is impressive.
I mean, provided it wasn't all on a.
the only other time I've had that feeling was
Apollo.
Apollo 13, and that's hallowed company for me. Like on how much I love Apollo
Yeah.
13.
Damien Chazelle is just one of my 5 favorite directors, like especially working today. But that dude has not missed. He's only had 2 features that I've seen personally, but they were my favorite movies of those years. I mean, well, okay, top 2 in those years. It was Birdman for Whiplash, and I think Whiplash might
God
have
damn it.
had a longer tail than Birdman after all.
Nightcrawler for me, and I still have
Nightcrawler was
ahead
up there
of
too.
it.
God, what a good year for
was a
movies.
great year.
2014.
Yes,
Fuck,
Yeah, that was an amazing year for movies.
this looks good.
it looks really.
I
really
hope Ryan
fucking good.
Gosling does nothing but work with Damien Chazelle from here on out.
I'm okay with that. I mean, I hope
or
all
or
his-
he at least is in every Damien
Yeah.
Chazelle movie.
he's going to be like one of the Tarantino groupies.
Did you hear they're remaking The Nice Guys but female?
I did.
Weird.
I am okay with it if Shane Black has anything to do with it.
Yeah,
it's just,
same here.
It's weird. Like I mean, that movie was
Shane
successful
Black-
enough. Does it need to be like?
Oh, they're working on an actual sequel.
Oh, are
of it,
they?
Too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I did not like it.
That's I love it, but Shane Black is what makes that movie. I mean, the actors are great in it, but their dialogue is written by Shane Black. So.
Shane Black's best work is Lethal Weapon. So,
I mean, most would agree. I probably like.
did we ever talk about the Predator trailer?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
They reshot 75% of
That movie's gonna fucking suck, but I'm gonna give it a chance
Trailer
because
looked
I
good, though.
love
I'm
Predator.
excited for it.
I love me some Predator.
TV trailers, only 2. First off, Kidding, coming to Showtime. Jim Carrey vehicle.
This looks awesome.
Looks like classic Jim Carrey.
It really does.
Or classic serious Jim Carrey, I should say.
Like,
Very Eternal
Off
Sunshine-ish.
the wall, Eternal Sunshine, a little like kind of demented Mr. Rogers in a way.
Oh, it's very much
Yeah,
like...
Mr. Rogers, if Mr. Rogers had some very serious
Had
mental
demons.
health
Like
issues.
Yeah.
demons in the closet type thing. I think it looks great. I thought like
It looks
everything
very
about
good.
this trailer is awesome, and
I really-
Showtime is becoming one of my favorite networks.
We were
so.
talking about
Same
that.
here.
Showtime's been killing it. Outside of My Cartoon President, they really haven't had a miss
Patrick
in a while.
Melrose, bro, and Billions, and God, it's good stuff.
Patrick Melrose was finished, I think.
The
Yeah, I
Shy.
need to go back and finish
Something like
that.
that. Yeah, The Shy was awesome. God, I
God.
love The Shy.
Showtime is. I mean, it's not Game of Thrones and Westworld level, but I would put it above any other HBO series, like anything else they have. And I really enjoy Silicon Valley, but
Probably, yeah. I'd say so. I don't watch as many HBO shows as I used to.
over
Same
Stars
here.
probably. Although I know you guys,
Well, I
you guys
have.
really loved your Black Sails. I didn't get to finish it.
It's
or
top
watch
20
more than
series
one
of all
episode.
time. I will say I'm a big fan of some classic HBO.
I mean, classic
series.
HBO was great. I always
Uh,
want to go back and watch 6 Feet Under. I thought about
It's
that.
so good.
I thought about that for like my summer like catch up on a random show I never watched.
I'm trying to think of what HBO shows. I know I'm missing something to watch that I was a big fan of this year. What came out on HBO this year?
Last year
Crashing,
it
Barry.
was
Barry, I was a big fan of.
I watched the first episode of Crashing. That
Wasn't-
show is so funny.
wasn't last year the inmate one that you guys loved?
The inmate one.
The taxi driver who stabbed that girl, or they thought.
Oh, The Night
yeah,
Of.
The Night of, yeah.
Yeah, that was like an
that
event
was last
series,
year.
but-
yeah, that and like Big Little Lies.
Oh, you're talking about the porn show?
Yes. Oh shit. Yeah.
What was that called?
Oh my God, I forgot the name of
Um,
James Franco fucks a lot.
it. I mean, basically, The Deuce.
Yeah.
Think they bring that back? I know they were talking about it, but with the
Yeah,
Franco
it's coming.
stuff.
I'm almost positive it's coming back. It had very high critical. It's from the creator of The Wire. You
Yeah,
don't
that's-
cancel a show from
That's
The
the
Wire.
show that I keep saying I'm going to do and eventually will.
Oh, you haven't finished it?
The Wire.
The Wire.
Oh, The Wire. Oh,
I
yeah.
finished The Deuce.
Yeah, God, The Wire's so good.
I'll eventually
One
I'll
day.
go back and watch that, but that's a fucking undertaking.
Oh
I would
my
like to
God.
watch The Sopranos too.
I would like to
love
watch
the first
all
couple
of it.
episodes I watched. I
It
didn't
is
love
one that
them.
grows on you as it keeps going. I missed like the middle seasons. I started it and then kind of got lost, and I just decided to pick back
Which
up.
show?
I thought you just meant
Sopranos.
the Neil Flynn vehicle, the middle,
Man, Sopranos is
No,
good.
no, I did not.
with Patricia Heaton.
I don't love that show. Jayla watches it all the time, and every time I'm like, "Why do you watch this?" She's like, "I don't know. I didn't really like it, but it's just on."
And Chuck's kid / Johnny Manziel.
Correct, Brick.
He looks like him.
A young one, yeah.
Like, clearly.
And then final, a new Netflix show coming. Kiss Me First.
I remember liking this trailer.
It's Ready Player One without the pop.
That's
culture.
right.
With a weird title. Why is it called Kiss Me First? That does not convey what this show is about at all.
Kind of shitty CG, but kind of intentionally shitty CG.
I mean, it's TV CG,
Yeah.
and it's clearly like a VR world, which is going to have a certain type of look. I think I'm in on this.
Yeah, it looks not bad for sure.
I'm not loving it.
I think it could totally be terrible, but it's enough to make me like really
I'll watch an
interested to
episode
try
of
it.
it because us.
It's
but,
no the OA, but what is
well,
really?
not much.
That second season's coming at some point.
Sure it is.
It is.
Isn't that 2 years ago?
No, it was last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a full year since then.
It feels longer than
It was
that.
a summer show 2017.
Okay.
It was up for an award.
I don't remember.
It didn't.
Oh, it was at
Didn't
the
get it.
weird dancing moment or whatever.
Yes. The movements.
Your explanation of that
Yeah, the
shit.
movements.
You know.
I do know.
That
I don't-
shit, man.
Even I don't forget that shit.
That's the most crazy shit I've ever seen. It was out of nowhere. They just stand up in the fucking cafeteria like somebody's about to get a slow clap, and then they do the movements.
I'm gonna look this up.
How
on
no one
YouTube.
laughed is the most insane. You don't have to. It's Netflix. You can literally cut right to it.
Yeah, I don't know what episode it's in.
I'll show you. Look at the movements, folks. Somebody's been talking to us. Josh, you didn't follow along.
You had one job, Josh.
One job, Josh. Sorry, whoever's been talking.
Please hold.
Make sure to check out the next show, as that's going to do it for us for this one. Make sure to check out the news and later on what we're watching.